It is Community Energy Thursday, and I'm so glad you're here. Community Energy Thursday is where we unlearn individualism and we come together as a community to heal, to support each other, to support ourselves, to be witnessed. And tonight's going to be a little bit different. It's like a mix between an energy healing and some like visualization workbook, some like slight homework journaling. So if you have a pen or paper close by, or maybe you want to like take some notes on your laptop or your phone or whatever, I'm not sure what's going to pop up, but we are talking to our future self today. So it's always a little bit magical, right? Yeah, so nice to see you. Oh man, a full moon curveball will hit hard. So I'm glad you're here. Hopefully we can help relax the wrinkles of that. Okay, and if this is your first time, welcome. I am Ryan with Energy with Ryan, and I'm an energy healer. I'm a master instructor, certified integrative energy therapy practitioner, which is similar to Reiki, except we use angelic energy. And the saying is, we help get the issues out of the tissues, which I really feel is legit. Okay, let's just like wiggle, get some energy out. We are just coming to ourselves, allowing ourselves this time, give gratitude for your body for being here. Okay, I feel really wiggly today, so this isn't necessarily one of those meditations where you need to sit still, shake, move. I'm very much, as I help release energy, I'm personally moving my body as well to help me get things moving. So you do that as well. And if you have any questions, put it in the chat. If you feel a little uncomfy, try to breathe through it. If you need to go away, take a walk, do whatever you need to do. You are in control of you, and make sure you are comfortable. Okay, so first let's take a few deep breaths together. And I want you to gaze around the room and find 3 red things. Hopefully you have something red near you. And just kind of look, pay attention to them. Okay, now I want you to see 2 blue things. And now 1 black thing. We're allowing this practice to settle ourselves, to ground us. Now I'm going to set the scene. So I'm going to wrap us up in a big bubble of light, and that which only serves your highest, happiest, healthiest, wisest, most pleasurable, most joyful, kindest, wisest. I always forget what I say. Best and highest good and divine law and order to come through this bubble. And again, if you're new and I make a pained face and that scares you, no worries. That's just how I get the energy out. But yes, okay. And then we ask our spirit team, the earth, to be with us now. We thank both the earth and our spirit team for being with us and watching over us and guiding us and giving us so many resources. And we thank those who have stewarded our land for so many generations, and we give thanks to the land. And then we also give thanks to our spirit team, and we ask both the earth and our spirit team our angels, our spirit guides, our beloved ancestors, our beloved past ones, our beloved past animals, and all those who come with support and love to be with us today, tonight, whenever you're watching this, to help guide you, to help you hear something you need to hear, release what you need to release, integrate what you need to integrate. I'm also feeling like move what you need to move, like get some movement in something, an idea, practice, some sort of movement. So we asked for that as well. And we asked for all of this to happen in a way that's perfect for you in your mind, body, and spirit, in a gentle way, in a complete way, in a way, for your complete mind, body, spirit, all cellular memory. And as always, you can bring in your own protections and boundaries and whatever you'd like at this time. I am going to connect your energy. Now would be also a great time to set your intention. And again, we're working with our future self and getting ideas, messages, healing from our future self. So if you have something specific that you want to ask them or that you're curious about, I think it would be great to note in your journal like what it is and how you feel about it right now without their advice, without their interference is the word I'm thinking of, but that sounds harsh, but without their, connection to this issue, to this thing. And you can just sit with that. You can meditate while I connect to your energy. Okay, I'm in. I feel like sharing this. This is so strange. So sometimes when I connect to all of y'all's energy, right? Like you're here, but then there's also people watching this that aren't here right now. And I feel like I can somehow tell when it's going to be watched by more people, not live, because it feels so much more vast when I connect to the energy. It's like instead of like pinpointing when I'm connecting, it's like it goes out. It's very interesting. Okay. So now you have this intention where our future self, let's wind back. Our future self, they have been through it, right? Like they have what you have, that what you want. They know things that you haven't learned yet. I really truly do believe in, the multiverse theory, and that there's some version of me out there who has the garden with the full-time self-employment and has a dog and all of these things that I desire. And why not tap into their energy? Why not see what messages they have for us? I do this quite often. And it's so helpful. And you can do this too. You can watch this as many times as you want. You can do this in your own meditations. And so I always ask my future self, like, hey, let it be fun. I want to know how to do this thing in the most fun, easy, effortless, pleasurable way. And so that's something to note too. Like maybe you want it to be exciting. Maybe you want an adventure out of this. Maybe you want it to be soft and easy and gentle, like adventure, like whew, too much. So be curious and yeah, let's get started. So first we're going to do a little visualization. So I want you to really feel where you're sitting, feel your body. We're going to ask our spirit team to help us really connect to our future self, release things that might get in the way, might make it more challenging, so we can have a clear connection tonight. And let me know if you feel, because this is something I feel, I'm already feeling like a cord at my chest that like we're about to like walk down a forest, like a forest path, and it's going to lead us to where our future self lives. But like I currently already feel this thread to them. Let me know if you feel it. If you don't, no worries. I always tell folks this is a muscle. Like if it doesn't feel strong in the beginning, you just need to keep practicing, build it up. So I want you to imagine yourself in a forest. You can hear a babbling brook. You can feel the wet, damp earth underneath your feet. Maybe you hear frogs, the wind rustling in the trees. This is a magical forest. You know something special is going to happen in this forest. And then all of a sudden, a bright little fairy light comes in front of you. It's just like a bright little orb of light. It's a happy, peaceful, loving light. And we are going with the intention that this is going to take you to your future self. So I want you to stand up, follow that orb of light. You're going deeper into the forest. The light is bright so you can see, you can safely walk to where you need to go. You go over a tiny little stream, deeper into the forest. You can maybe even begin to really feel that string, that thread of connection, and you're following that bright light. And all of a sudden, you can start to see a clearing about to happen in this forest. And as soon as you step on the other side of this clearing, you know that this is the house where your future self is. And so we're going to count to 3, backwards from 3. And when I hit 0, We will be in front of the door of your future self. So bravely take those steps with me. 3, 2, 1, 0. I could just feel it. See a door, knock on this door. And out comes your future self, and they are so excited to see you. Like they are jumping up and down, they're hugging you, they're welcoming you into their space. They're saying you're always welcome here. We're so glad you're here. I want you to really take in the space. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What are you noticing? What are you seeing? And then we're just going to ask some questions to our future self. They know why you're here. They're excited to answer in any way that they can help, be helpful, be supportive, be loving, and share some wisdom. So if you have, like that intention we set in the beginning, something that you want to ask them, go ahead and ask them. If you don't, perhaps you feel stuck or confused, or you don't know your next step. Maybe you just feel a little lost. Now would be a great time to just be like, hey, I need some advice. Hey, I need some support. And you can, write this down. You can just keep this in your head and write it down at the end. Whatever you need, just listen. And I'll be sending you some energy. I'm feeling some fear, so I'm just releasing that. And if you don't know what to ask, you can also just ask for some specific healing from your future self. You can ask them to send you a vision, to give you some peace. I'm just asking, with the help of your future self, to help me release anything that needs to be released in order for you to take these next few steps to support yourself in this new way, to build self-trust, to build trust in the universe. Yeah. That was a whole lot of baggage with that one. I'm releasing something from the throat. What else do I feel? You can also imagine a bright white light coming in and having your future self really direct it to where it needs to go to release something, to heal things. Again, it is currently the full moon while this is being live and recorded. A great time to release things, but also if you're watching this in the future, still a great time to release things. And so, what next steps does your future self have for you? What images are you getting? What words are you receiving? Something heavy is coming. I'm just going to help release it. A lot of what I'm feeling is self trust right now, is like trusting something, trusting that it gets to be good, trusting that it's possible, trusting yourself. Ooh, lightness comes with trust, is what I'm getting. Self trust and trust in the universe. What I was just saying, I'm getting so much trust stuff right now. What can we do with this? Let's ask our future self, how can we have more trust? How can we gain more trust? What does that even feel like to trust the universe, ourselves? And a reminder, when I release energy, I burp, I yawn, I cry sometimes, I get a flush of heat. So you might get the same. Just try to let it pass. It'll pass quickly. We're going to go a bit over today, but we're about to come back to ourselves. So ask your future self one last question. Again, you can always come back to this. So no pressure, no like time is running out. You always have time to connect to your future self. Oh, I'm getting really emotional, but one thing that's coming up is, can we ask our future self, like, what is our wildest dream? Like, what is something that we're even too afraid to want, to ask, to go for, to go after? And what do they have to say about that? And then how do we be brave enough to go after it? What is our first step, our next step? Just releasing our bodies feel a lot freer. I want you to thank your future self. I want you to tell your future self like 3 gratitudes, what you're thankful for about them, what you're grateful about yourself for. So give your future self a hug. Tell them that you will see them again soon. I want you to notice how you feel as you walk out of their door. We're going to go back through the forest exactly how you came and really note with each step, how does your body feel? How does your spirit feel? What seems possible now? What are you excited about? Now you're going to walk back over that small little stream, going back into the forest, back next to a tree that you started from. And I want you to put your hand on that tree. We're going to ask for its help to ground, but we also want it to ask, we want to ask the tree to help support this vision, to help support whatever you learned so you can implement this, so you can connect to that trust, because the trees are all around you and they will be able to support you in this new venture. Take a few deep breaths. Another one. I want you to see a bright light at the base of your spine. It could be red, it could be white. It's getting warm and full, and it fills your pelvis, goes down your thighs, your knees, your legs, your ankles, your feet. And perhaps your feet tingle a little bit as it's filling up with this light. And your feet open up, and then 2 thick roots go down, 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 deep into the center of the earth. That tree is there to help support you. And then watch as your roots go out in all directions. I really feel my heart expanding with that. Like, as I've never felt this before. Like, as our roots go out, so is the energy of our hearts. And we're going to wrap you up in a big bubble of love, a snow globe, if you'd like. And this is your protective bubble as you go out through the rest of your day, the week, the rest of the month. And take, you can imagine like an angel or the earth energy, whatever you'd like, wrapping around this bubble, protecting you, guiding you. And I want you to take 2 deep breaths. And then we're going to thank the Earth's energy. We're thanking our spirit team. Thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing us to have this moment together to receive this energy. And we thank ourselves for being here, for giving ourselves this gift. And we thank each other for being here, for sharing the love and the energy together. And we thank the universe and send it some extra love and peace. Okay, I'm going to lovingly disconnect our energy. I'm going to send it back to you. Call back my own energy back to me. And just sit with yourself. How do you feel? I really feel our energy is more expansive, more open. If you feel like sharing in the chat, like what came up, let me know. I saw something that's, I always see it and it's always a surprise. And I'm always like, I don't want that, but I guess some part of me does. We'll see. I'm going to pull a card for us from the Sacred Travelers Oracle deck. Let's just get one last little message from our future self. What do you get? And definitely think about how you felt about that intention in the beginning and how you feel about it now. And really think about what shifted. You visualized for 15 minutes and this is what happened. This is how expansive you feel. This is how something changed, something shifted. That's really powerful and magical. Even if, nothing really changed, but you feel a sense of like, oh, like my shoulders are more relaxed. I'm not as anxious. Like that's still huge. That's still a huge gift to yourself. Think about if you keep coming to your future self and you just believe that's possible. It's really exciting stuff. I saw myself taking a big leap, rather than a series of small ones that I had been anticipating. That's very interesting. And it goes to show how we're all different, and what our journey is. Oh my gosh, this card. Unknown territory. You're exactly where you need to be. Friends, that's a forest. That's a little forest that we were in. We have an owl, which I really, owls are full of wisdom, possibly our future self. We have this like little cute little fluffy bird. Just gotta keep going down this path, even if it's like a little dark and we don't know exactly where we're going, but we have friends along the way. We have guidance. Let's read. Oh, this is so funny. You're exactly where you need to be, even if you're not consciously aware of it. Even if you don't have all the answers, keep going forward with your heart open. Which is a good reminder that like our future self, like for me, recently, a lot of the things I've been getting is we can't show you because it's too big, it's too much. You won't, like you'll be too overwhelmed if you know what it's gonna look like. So just like you gotta trust, you're just not gonna know. And it's like, cool, thanks. But so you don't have to know what it is to keep moving forward. If you can't see clearly ahead and don't know where you're headed, keep moving forward. Do what feels right, even if your brain doesn't agree. Your heart always knows. Instead of dismay because you're in unknown territory, celebrate that you're expanding and growing by leaps and bounds. The sacred traveler wants you to know sometimes a traveler feels lost, a lack of confidence or sense of being in an unknown territory. It can seem that others know more or are more qualified. However, it can be this very feeling of not knowing that allows one to step outside the bounds of convention and reach beyond the parameters of self that have been imposed by family, friends, society, and religion. which is such a good, like, what our future self knows, right? Like, they know how we can step out of those bounds. It can be a very good thing. It can help you find yourself. Cherish those moments of not knowing. It's often during those times that the greatest revelations occur. Trust that all is well. You are where you should be. I'm so excited. I was told I have time and space to explore. I get to find the answers. That is exciting. I think sometimes I can be very much like, we gotta know the answer, we gotta know the answer. But the journey gets to be just as pleasurable, just as fun, just as exciting. So excited. I'm still emotional. I wish you all well. We are still in Aries season. If you're watching this live, it's the start of the astrological new year. I mean, just like a month or two ago, but like everything's new. Spring is here. Go forth and blossom and do whatever feels right, even if you don't know the next steps. I'm right there with you. I'm so glad to be here with you on this Thursday. Thank you for staying a little bit late with me as well. I will see you next month, the first Thursday of the month. And if you want a one-on-one session, just go to my website, energywithryan.com. And I have one-on-one sessions for folks who want to explore these feelings, get unstuck. You aren't stuck, it just feels that way, and help release any limiting beliefs that are on your path. So I'm gonna have a good cry because it's a full moon and that feels like it's really like important to do. And I hope you guys also nourish yourselves and take a bath, drink some water, be kind to yourself. Oh, you can trust yourself. Oh my gosh, you will know what to do. Yes, shed what you don't need and you will know what to do. That is the perfect way to end tonight. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon.